You've got it recording.
Perfect. So, what I had started doing, what we were going to do is we were going to launch this October 1st, right? October 1st to November 1st. But really, like the last 2 days, you guys, I've started having more people reach out to me saying, what is this challenge I want in? And now I need time for them to get their products. So, we're almost thinking we do a soft launch October 1st and get everybody into the group, and then we really go live, like everybody balls to the wall, October 8th. So that gives y'all from now until October 8th. You need to be on Facebook talking about it. You need to be messaging your old customers. You need to be saying, reach out to every person that's ever been on drops and say, did you take all of your drops? Are they still sitting on your cabinet? If they are, grab those drops. We could also add Advantage, Sugar Stop, and Jen can go into that. She's created something called the Fab Five, which is drops, renew, the collagen, the Max 2.0, and Advantage, or the Slim and Six, which is all of those plus Sugar Stop. And she can talk to y'all about that. And we'll also show you how to go in and create a link so that somebody could buy all of those things if they wanted to. You never know what people will buy. Like when people are desperate to lose weight, I don't know about y'all, but I've bought it. How many products have y'all bought over the years? I mean, thousands, like thousands of dollars. We'll spend. Everybody's smiling. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be like, let's get skinny. Here's $400." But these
I
products, we
think,
know that they're actually going to work for people, so that's the difference.
and I think that if we're doing it this way, geared specifically towards weight loss, then that's why we say we're tacking on these other products. Because remember, body balancing drops are to balance our hormones and balance our body. Weight loss is a side effect. So if we want to really like ramp up the weight loss part of it, then I think that's why we need to be telling them that they need these other products. Because otherwise, they're going to be like, "Oh, we don't lose any weight on the body balancing drops." You know what I mean? Alone, like we don't want to discourage people from that. Just being clear that their body balancing drops, but we've got a few people who really want to push to a lower weight before the holidays. And so that's what we're doing is we're putting an accountability group together and adding a couple extra products just to ramp it up, you know?
I think so. I think that's all great points, Amber. And I do think you guys, like, depending on the success of this, what we may do is just say, okay, we're going to do a continuation, right? And start it like when this one ends, pick up another one. So part of our intention is going to be to educate on the products. And when I did that retreat group and we all did our strengths, we're finding that there's a strength called developer that a lot of our teachers have, and they have that, and then they have learners, so they're great at education. Like I think Jen Carl, I think you have some of that. Jen F, you have some of that. Robin Haney, Mary Fink. And so if we get in there and really educate each week on a product or two, that's going to get your customers a lot more excited. So what if they didn't start out with Advantage from the beginning, but they hear all the testimonies and then they're like, hey, I want to order Advantage. So that's kind of, what the game plan is today in terms of what we're going to talk about and accomplish. Does that sound good to everybody? Perfect. All right, Susan Frank, do you want to go ahead and get started with talking to them about onboarding and kind of just, we always want to keep this simple. We want to go to the foundationals of what made us all money in the very beginning. You want to start with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Glad to have all you guys here. Let me cut my camera on. And basically, what I wanted to get back to something as we have people increase their income, people were being trained on either FaceTime share or like when you text screen share, or if they have Android and iPhone on Facebook Messenger and share screen and make sure people know how to post. And we were really big, like even when we were in trainings, like it's 9 o'clock, alarms are going off. Make sure you're posting at 9 and 3. Like that's the bare minimum people should be doing and sharing to Telegram. So I just want to make sure that we don't get so far out away from what's truly made people big money as you need 12 comments in 12 minutes. So if 6 people comment on your post and you reply back to all 6, then that's 12 comments in 12 minutes. So I set my timer at 9. I set my timer at 9:10 to go back and reply back. So that's a really big piece. And the comments need 6 words or more. So you want to make sure that when you reply back to people that it's 6 words. And if you're doing the same comment for people, if you add an emoji or if you do something, because AI is now running like, hey, what's going on Facebook? So, what I've been told is as long as you change a letter, add an emoji, if you're doing the same comment, just make sure it makes sense. Like, don't say, hey, she had great results on the drops and it's a guy, or you're putting, hey, that's a great testimony, and there's not even a testimony. So we want you to be efficient and fast, but we also want to legit make the response match the what the picture even says. And also another thing is that you actually want to make sure that if you're sharing the telegram that you can right then go comment on the 5 people above, because the goal is 12 comments in 12 minutes. And if people aren't responding back quickly, like we're a family, like here we give love, get love. So make sure that that's happening. So I'm going to share my screen really quick and just make sure as you're onboarding people that you go down to the 4th folder. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the 4th folder down on the left is new rep training. So when I get somebody brand new and they've joined my team, number one, I make sure I help set them up. I don't have them just set themselves up. Make sure you educate people on subscription. They need 100 PV to get paid. You want your people getting paid. And then when I'm getting ready to train, or after they sign up, I'm like, I need you to do this step, and then we're going to get together for training. And I text them the step 1. I say, go ahead and download the apps and get them set up. So that's a big thing. So I send them this step 1. And after that, because I'm not going to sit there on the phone with them. If I can prevent this, have them go to the app store. Hey, grab boards. Like if they can already have that done, and you're training them to be successful. So then you're training your people to do what's going to help them be successful. So go ahead and say, hey, have those downloaded. If they've never downloaded an app, totally get it. Like some people need extra hand holding to know even where the app store is. Like, don't get frustrated with those people. If you teach them, then they can go teach other people. So everybody's at different levels. And then make sure that, hey, if you forget how to post on Facebook, it's in new rep training step 2. It's going to help you step by step. And if you forget how to share the telegram, that's step 3 in new rep training. And this is a huge thing that I feel like might be being missed a little bit, is make sure that your people are plugging into these Facebook communities, because some people join this business just for the community. So step 4, make sure that they're getting on Team Unstoppable. If you're having business wins and something's really working for you, like this is our team, hey, tip page or recognition page, or hey, I'm doing a meeting, throw it in Team Unstoppable. Like this is our community. Like I consider us all a family, and I want us all united. So the number 1, the business is our unity in business, our family in business. 2 is the business people plus all of our customers. So if you have a great recipe, if you're have a testimony, like share your testimony, share your recipe, and put your new people in this Healthy You Healthy Food group. So that's a big thing, is get people looped into the group so they can see people winning in business, and they can see people winning on the health side. The health side is for brand partners and customers. This Team Unstoppable is for people that are part of Team Unstoppable. So the groups do take a lot to run. So that's why we keep this kind of to Team Unstoppable, because we want to make sure if we're investing the time, like, hey, we're helping the group as a whole. And then step 5 shows them like, hey, go set up your website. It tells them how to get paid and set up to get paid. And it tells them a big star, 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 star. They have 4 Fridays to set up their subscription, and they also have 4 Fridays to get to top pay. And then there's a checklist. And this is another step that I've talked to multiple people this week. Like, hey, once your people are ultimate, go to new rep training and grab this post. Here's the text. Here's the post with the help wanted. They can change that picture totally fine. And then when people say, yes, I want to make money from my phone, then this is the response. Is morning, afternoon, or evening best to jump on a 10-minute Zoom? And then you get one of your leaders to help share what this is all about. So that's kind of the steps to success. And Anne has a great video on there on how to prospect. So this new rep training, it has a great fact sheets that tell you, hey, this is what makes Partner Co unique and why partnership marketing. This shows post on Facebook professional mode. Another thing is, if people aren't getting boosted in Telegram, usually they're not on public. If they're not on public, then people that aren't their friends can't go support them. So I tell people, hey, you need to be on public because you're a marketing business now and you want to help as many people in the world as we can. And also, in Telegram, we have a hey, you give love, you get love. People can't give you love and help support you to succeed if you're not on public. So that's a big education piece there. And then there's also a business success plan. So that's just things to help you with new rep training. If you would like a checkoff sheet to say, hey, this is what I pre-posted or I've done it today, there's a checkoff sheet that Ashley made. So we appreciate her making that. And that's all in new rep training. Is there anything y'all want to add?
I want to add something, Susan, that I picked up from the IPA this week. I just loaded the script in there. These are in boards, but Sarah Weaver made it very easy, and it's within the spirit of us making it harder. So basically, this is the success strategy, and I like hearing what people do and then seeing what I can duplicate it, but that like Dr. Laura and that team is using to get people going and get that momentum going. So they just put everything together. But basically, what they're doing is 3 or 5 days in, and you have to be in alignment with this. But 3 or 5 days in, they are reaching out to their customers who they've been making contact with before. You on the drops, you're doing it, getting some success, and then using this script to get them enrolled and get them started. So they start their conversion really early. I'm not going to say that I have done this yet. I now have the script to do it, but I am definitely going to give this a good run because they're doing it. It's
already 15 minutes in.
Y'all mute whoever that is, please. So anyway, if you want to do it, here's the deal. Get one of us on this. Don't try to do this on your own and run through the presentation. Dr. Laura has people that are doing the Zooms, her upline, her sideline, whatever. So here's another way to be successful and not wait. So there's the script. It's all in there. It's in 2 parts because it exceeded 1,000 characters. So that's it.
And this is in boards under text scripts. So just so you know, it's there under text scripts, but you don't want to just hit it and just send that because it's a step-by-step process. So make sure when you have to physically go to boards and copy. So this is definitely a step of what they say back, and then you have to physically go to boards and copy it. If somebody doesn't understand that, put one in the chat and we can screen share and like show you. But if not, you can use the magic globe for this because you'll send them our whole process. So you don't want to do that. And we love great minds coming together.
Frank,
Thank
do
you,
you have
Steph, for
the
sharing that.
Everglow? Do you have the Everglow filter on your face or what, girl?
No, but do you know what's so crazy is I look in the mirror every single day and I was like, I'm just going to take a picture. And so I took a picture and I went back to a couple weeks where I had started the Everglow and I was like, Oh my goodness. Like I look at
Yes.
myself every day. I didn't even notice the difference. So I will say that Everglow, and some people have asked, hey, when do you take it? I've been taking it between breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, as my snack, because it's like a treat. Like I love the flavor of it. And I do 200 milligrams of water, 3 scoops of Everglow, and it's cut out a snack in my day, and I felt full. So that's been another blessing, is that's one less thing I have to think about. And
Oh
it's
my
like a treat.
gosh.
So
Hey Susan, I wanted to
Girl.
tell you too that it to me your hair looks shinier. Like it almost looks like you've had a gloss treatment put on it.
it's crazy because usually it won't grow like past here. Like it just
Uh-huh.
gets stuck. And I only have my hair cut once a year. It's not like I get my hair trimmed all the time. I'm not that girl. But I can't believe how long my hair has grown so much longer. And that's been since, I mean, my whole life. So I'm pretty blown away by that stuff. And that's the
Yeah,
only thing I've changed. And Amber
yeah,
did my hair. So
your
everybody,
skin it's just
thanks.
amazing. What did you say that you do? You do the Everglow and what else?
I do the Everglow, just 200 milligrams of water, and I do 3 scoops of the Everglow. And I just shake it up in a shaker cup and chug it down. And Amber
Mm-hmm.
May did my highlights at PXP. So thanks, Amber May. I got it. I have the best of the best all the way from California hooking me up with highlights
Oh
in the
my
Susan,
gosh.
hotel room.
how much is 200 milligrams of water? 4 ounces, 8 ounces?
It's a little bit less than 8 ounces. And
Okay.
it's funny because I have a shaker cup that actually has 200 milligrams on it. So if you get you a shaker cup, there are shaker cups that have that on there.
So I put mine in this water bottle with one of the Max 2Os. Every morning I just put them together, the Everglow and the Max 2O, and I just drink it like in the beginning of the day.
Oh, that's perfect. And I have another thing. My mom was hospitalized for low sodium, like it was almost coma level. So we've been buying her an electrolyte drink. We can only find it on Amazon because so many electrolyte drinks are just pure sugar. There's not, if you look at them, there's not even the electrolytes that we need. And I just gave her one packet to try. And she says, Susan, I feel the best that I feel in I don't know how long. Like that did so much better for me than that electrolyte drink that we've been buying specially through Amazon. So that's easy packet that she can put in her pocketbook if she's feeling yuck. But that was pretty great with the electrolyte drink. And even my kids have loved the Max 2O, just switching to the next product that we have. They've been putting it in their water bottles every day for school. And it's something that's not bad. And even for sports, they're like, I don't want Gatorade. I want the Max 2O. Can I have a pouch of that? So that's been a great thing too.
What
Yeah.
happens if you over dilute beyond the 200 milliliters?
Well, I don't know. I'm just a rule follower. So that's what it said
Dang,
on
I
the
didn't even
bottle.
read
So
that rule.
Yeah, so we have to
She
do
was
just that.
talking this morning. She's like, I'm a rule follower. I was like, oh gosh, I don't even read a rule. Like, what are y'all talking about? If it's a rule, it's meant to be broken. Isn't it funny, our personality? So that's what Susan Frank and I were talking about last night, maybe, Susan. And we were like, what does it take to be successful in this company? And you look at Tim Sales. He could be more different than me and Susan Frank. But one thing Tim Sales was saying, you guys, is that everybody is deficient in potassium, 100% of people. And potassium is what helps your heart because your heart is electromagnetic. Everybody needs potassium. So anybody with heart problems, they need to be on the Max 220, kind of like we have the Healthy Heart Pack. Definitely add this. And Karen McNutt is a medical scientist here on our team who's a great leader. And she was showing us that people with their earlobes, I don't think you could probably even see me here, but they almost have like a crease right here. We got her husband on so we could see, and he's got a lot of heart problems. It's almost like if you took your earlobe and you folded it in half and then it left a crease. So I know this sounds crazy, but if you're kind of talking to people, you could be checking out their earlobe and say, oh, use qualifying questions. Do you have heart troubles? Has your doctor ever mentioned anything about heart issues? Yeah, I have high blood pressure, blah, blah, blah. That's a great opening. You really probably need a great electrolyte. I've got a product that could help you with that kind of thing.
So something else, guys, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but on that tub it says to mix in room temperature water.
Oh,
So when you are mixing that, a lot of times the reason why you don't want to use cold water is because it can disturb the molecular movement. Now, I love science. I'm a nurse, so I'm not trying to get in the weeds here, but and I don't even, I just tell my customers this. I don't get into it unless they ask me why. But basically, it can degrade those enzymes, and room temperature water is absorbed by the body faster than cold water, which leads to quicker hydration because cold water can temporarily constrict blood vessels in your stomach, slowing the uptake of that. So there's just, there's a reason why we're supposed to take our supplements the way we're supposed to take our supplements. And, I know a lot of people mix the Everglow with other things, but I just wanted to put that out there. I've not heard anybody talk about that and on the IPAs that I've been on, and I just wanted to put that out there for our team.
perfect. I'm sitting here with my mouth gaped open. I'm like, thank y'all for this. I see my room temperature water. I'm about to do my little bit less than 8 ounces. Look, I'm gonna follow these rules today. Y'all have
But that's another
inspired me.
reason. That's another reason why, like if you think about it, because I prefer to drink my things cold, my things cold. But if you
Yeah.
think about it, you can drink 6 milliliters of water really easy, room temperature. Just, I just do it first thing in the morning. I just take mine in real quickly and I get it
Okay.
over with. So just wanted to put that out there.
I love it. Thanks for all your help. Teamwork makes the dream work, you guys. That's why we're better together here for sure. So, Miss Jen, do you want to kind of talk about like us kicking off this? Look, I'm gonna put you on the spot. So, you guys, Jen built really big in Arbonne. She was the top 1% there. She's already ranked up to officer here in Partner Co. So, when we see somebody that just takes off and run, we always want to know what they're doing, how they're doing it, and we link into that person. Also, Jen, if you saw her at PXP, she had the most banging arms and banging body of anybody I think on in this business. So I was like, oh my gosh, girl, what do you know? What do we need to know? So anyway, she has a lot of experience with groups and different things like that with fitness. So she's offered to really help us like kind of like spearhead this group. And so Jen, you want to just kind of take it away in terms
Sure.
of what we're thinking about, the launch of this and adding products and kind of your contribution and kind of whatever you want to frame up, and then we can just kind of fill in the gaps.
Hey, can I say one more thing since we just talked
Absolutely.
about Everglow?
Yeah.
Because I'm scared I'll forget.
Yeah.
Wanda Chavis is incredible. She's really good at technology. She's on the team and we appreciate her contribution. But if you go to text scripts and you scroll down, you see that Everglow folder right there. It's on the left-hand side. So if people are asking you about Everglow, it has some great information and before and afters on Everglow. So just so you know that that's in boards, it has before and after pictures that you can share with people. So I just wanted to put that out there if people need, like, hey, whatever Glow does. And I just wanted to let you guys know that that's in boards. It
Should
also
we
has
do should
the
we do that same folder, Susan, for the Max 2.0? And does that anybody know what the ounces of water is supposed to be for Max 2.0?
I got the box right here. Let me see. I think it says that.
Susan, keep your phone up because you need to show us how to do smart links, which will lead into what Jen's going to share.
Okay.
It's 16 ounces for Max 2.0.
Oh, okay. So that's good to know. So it
so
really is
just
a
so
difference.
Yeah, so just so y'all know, the 16 ounces, if you have a water bottle, they're usually 16 point some ounces. So that's what a regular size water bottle usually is, like a Aquafina or Dasani or those regular size water bottles. That's 16, I think it's 16.8 or something. So just so you guys kind of can get an idea. And
So then we shouldn't be mixing it together. Then that's not really what they're suggesting. If they're saying 6 ounces on one and 16 on the other.
so I haven't mixed mine together. I poured the Max 2.0 in a water bottle, shake it up, and drink that throughout the day. And then I've been doing the Everglow as a snack. If you do it in 200 milligrams, it tastes I mean, I love the taste. It is amazing. So just, I don't know if that can help some people out. And I can definitely ask the scientist Brett Weston C and Dr. Plant and get his input and circle back at one of our trainings.
Okay.
But if you are following the instructions on the bottles, that's what they say.
Great.
Can you show us how to do smart links? Because Jen's going to talk about some packets, and some people would have product to send and other people would need to do smart links. On your phone, Susan?
Susan's the smart link girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can share my screen right now, you guys. So let's go in here to Partner Co. So we always use the website when we can. We pretty much use the app to send people PDF links, PDFs and stuff, and go back there, and there's all kinds of stuff on your business. But for the sake of this, let's all just log in to www.partner.co. Let me go back because there are some brand new people. So this is your main home screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna go to the lines, the top 3 lines right there on the left. And see this part, you're like, okay, where do I go? So I always go to manage account, and then I just sign in, and I've got an issue with my thing right here. So let me fix that. And then let me sign in here. And so then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to shop. So you've got enroll, shop, or subscribe. And then what I would do here is I would just go add the products. So some of what we're talking about is the Max 2.0. Just click add to bag, Sugar Stop, add to bag. You see, you just go right there, and now I've got Sugar Stop in the bag. Say if they want Max 2.0, I add that to the bag. You could do that 1 box, or you could do 7 boxes. And then I'm just going to X out of here. I'm just kind of showing you guys how we would add. We'll just do what Jen was mentioning, which was Sugar Stop, Max 2.0, Everglow, Renew. This is kind of the Slim and 6. And we could kind of make some canvas for this if you guys thought, hey, this is a great idea. And we could even promo this through the challenge and then body balancing drops. This is if you just want to, you could sell it out of your own inventory, or you could add that to it. So here, if you go to the cart, let's see if this will work. Okay, see, I clicked the cart, top right hand. Does everybody see where it says create a smart link? So I'm going to click create smart link, and I'm going to click create. Never include the promo code, because that's going to give them a full 30% off. That means you make no money. Okay, on their end, they could do it. So here we would say Slim 6-pack. I'm going to create the link, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to say, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to message it to Steph. Okay, so I'm going to message it to Steph, and then if I want to see what it looks like, I'm going to open it. But let's
Hey,
see.
they're saying you're going too fast.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'll slow down. We'll go back. Does
And
everybody
if
go
it
ahead?
ever asks you for a pin, I think they may have this fixed fast. She went through that. You can leave that pin box blank, and it will keep that link for you forever. So you don't have to put a pin. So never put a pin in. And it looks like they could have fixed that, because I didn't see that. Did
Yeah.
you, Susan?
And I think
No, I didn't see
I
it.
think the pin might only be for enrollments for brand partners. I think that's the difference where this is a shopping cart.
Okay,
See,
so if you do an enrollment, don't ever put a pin code in there, and it'll keep that link forever.
yes, that's right. So you guys here, basically all I did was just add stuff to the cart. So I'm going to remove it right now so that you can see. I'll go back to my back office if that was way too fast for everybody. Was it too fast for everybody? Y'all need me to show you that again?
Yeah, Demita says I'm old. Ha ha, you're going too
Okay,
fast.
we'll slow you down, sweetie. No worries. We can be slower. I'm quick on the draw. Y'all all know that.
The
Oh,
adding to the cart was fine. It was once you got to the cart and then click on the
what I
shop
did. Okay,
link.
hun.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So let's just go back to that, you guys. No worries at all. So we're gonna go to shop, the little green button. And right now, let's see, did it leave anything in my cart? So it looks like it has 2 things in my cart, the drops and the slender eyes. Okay, so if I want to go up here to shop, this is where I would just hit the little thing and maybe you want to add Advantage. So if you go down, you're just going to go and add to your bag, whatever products you talk to your customer about. Okay. And then click checkout. And when you click checkout, the smart link will be at a different place sometimes. You guys all see at the top where it says create a smart link. It might be right there. It might be in the middle of the page. Every time you create a smart link, that means it's generating a link that you can send to a friend. So when I go down here, it says shopping link, enrollment link. I always just click shopping link, create a shopping link because I want them to be a retail customer. And there again, name your link, name it XYZ, whatever you want to name it, and click create. And when you
Susan,
click,
stop here and talk about the difference between sending the QR code versus copying and pasting the link, please.
so those QR codes about make me want to go postal. I don't understand how people really use them. So if you're my age or if you're 97, my thing is you, unless you're technology, you're going to send these to people that don't understand how to use it. So
Yep.
what I always do here, Steph, is I just click copy.
Yes.
If I click copy, it says link copied, and then go through Messenger or go through Facebook. We'll just go through Messenger this time because this is how we talk to a lot of people. And I'm going to say, okay, Steph, I'm going to say, here's your link to purchase. Let me know when you get your products. Okay, that way and then click go. And then now Stephanie's got the link. She can click on the link, accept her cookies. Why does it bring her to this?
It brings me to your shopping cart with
So
everything.
what do you see, Steph, when you do
I
it?
see it says my
So,
bag.
Steph, can you share your
Can you share your
screen
screen?
so
That would
you
be
can
helpful.
show them?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
While Stephanie is sharing that, can I ask you a question, Susan?
Sure.
When you were generating all that um, on your page, it said that it asks about if you want to send these credits to somebody else, the PVs, and you had, not yourself marked. That won't matter, right? When we're sending people a link,
Right.
the
It'll
PVs
it'll
just go
kind of
straight
pop.
to you, right? Okay.
Exactly. It'll populate as if, that we did how we did it before. That's right.
Okay.
So
Thank
this
you.
is what you have in your bag, Steph?
Can you see my screen?
Yep. And you guys see it showing her retail because Sugar Stop costs what, $42 for us. It's showing that it's 60. Renew cost us 105. It's showing 150. So you'll know that she's got the right prices down there at the bottom. And then if you go down to, yeah, retail, as long as they don't subscribe. Now, ideally, get them on a subscription, you guys. I would pitch it and say, hey, you can save 15% to get on a subscription. And then they're getting auto ships. And then when you wake up on Saturday morning, the more auto ships you have, the closer those lines are to optimizing every Saturday morning. So really the goal of this weight loss challenge or this challenge. All right, perfect, Steph. You can stop sharing.
Well,
The whole reason I started this, you
well,
guys, are kind of got the idea
I want to
because
share one thing though,
okay.
Susan, to make sure. See at the top of the screen, ladies, and if we have gentlemen on here, it says you are shopping with Susan Cameron. That's the beauty of this, is that they know that then they're shopping with you. They're not just randomly shopping off of the website.
Okay,
Okay.
wonderful. So I have a question. If you feel like you've fallen off of the foods list since you first started the drops, put a 1 in the chat. And if you feel like you're sticking like glue, you never waver, you're strong as you can be, I want you to put a 2. And this is no judgment. I'm just totally curious where we're at as a team. 111. Verla, good job, Verla. 1, but the doctor forced me to. Matt, 2. Matt's done great. Good job, Matt. Some of you guys, like you are at 1.5, Nettie. I love it. Okay, 1. Marilyn says 2. Annette, 1. Tara, okay. So this is what I've experienced. I love it. So this is what I noticed, you guys, because I always am analyzing, right, and looking at the way that we show up for ourselves and show up for other people and our own shame and guilt and all of the things, right? Y'all know I'm an emotional therapist too, so I kind of pay attention to this thing. What I see is when we're on the foods list and you're doing and you're living authentically, you show up on Facebook like crazy to share these drops. You slap that button, you go to the grocery store, you're talking to everybody. And when you're not on this foods list, you wonder why your business is slowed down. But you're not showing up. You're not talking to people anymore. You're not sharing your testimony. Your excitement is infectious. Everybody that wants to, people want to join you because they see something in them that they want. So my goal for this is to bring yourself back to, you know, stabilization, where your inflammation's gone, where you're losing weight, or you're just balancing your hormones, whatever it is, right? That you, some of y'all are brand new, so you're like on fire. That's amazing. But I'm talking about to the on fire people and some of the people that's fallen off. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I want you to be able to use this challenge to really get your customers engaged. If you've got a list of 30 or 60 or 90 or 200 customers, this is a great thing for you to be able to go back to them and offer them something of value that they don't even have to pay for. That's really going to get them motivated. And like I said, depending on how much everybody shows up, depending on what they're doing. And Shannon's saying I'm in a bodybuilding, the only difference is I get rice. So yeah, so part of Shannon's is going to be, okay, I'm going to say I'm in my food plan. So we're going to check in every day with what you're eating, drinking, things like that, and then we're going to do a weekly weigh-in. How do y'all feel about doing a weekly weigh-in? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Great. Yes, yes.
Can I
Okay.
can
Some
I have
people's got weird weigh-in things, so I never know with eating like I don't know what I'm triggering with people or not.
can
Okay,
I add
Karen.
something, Susan?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think there's, for the challenges that I'm always in, there's a huge accountability part to if we all weigh in and do a before picture. I think because when I'm upset and sad and I really want a thing of ice cream, but I know my coach is getting ready to look at my pictures in 2 days, I'm driving by and I'm not stopping to get ice cream. Like there's just another one extra piece when there's pictures involved. So just a thought.
I
Shannon,
think
I love that.
I think that's amazing because an inch, you guys saw my before and after pictures. Like a pound is not a pound on these drops. Not when you have inflammation. Like some people's like, I'm only down 2 pounds, but then you see their pictures and you're like, oh my God, it looks like you're down 8 pounds. So I agree with that. Perfect. Okay, Jen, I'm gonna let you take it away and I'm gonna be quiet and I can fill in the gaps.
First off, I just want to say I love these calls because I just get nuggets. I'm literally writing them. I just got to the field hockey field for my daughter, but I feel like you need to write a post to say help wanted. We'll train you in your PJs for this job because if you want to work in your PJs, you could do what we do. I'm like literally cracking up because you're in your PJs right now doing a call and I love it. And I also wanted to piggyback off of what Amber said because I think it is amazing what she said in the beginning of the call for this, healthy you, healthy foods. Keep the main thing with the boxes, right? So if someone just wants to stay on the box, they can absolutely be a part of this group. But if you're talking to them and you're seeing that they want to have more results or their goals are 15 to 20 pounds or something, that's obviously any meaningful conversation has to happen over the phone. So if they spark any interest with this 30 days, this 4 weeks that we're gonna roll out, you need to get them on the phone and talk to them, right? So getting on the phone is a big deal because it could be as simple as just a box because they just want to feel better or whatever, be a part of a community, or if you want to talk to them about the Fab Five or the Slim Six or whatever. And I'll go over that in a second too. So, and I also love what Tara said because I am a rule follower, but I wasn't following the rules with the electrolytes. Like I have the electrolytes in with my collagen. So thank you for that. That's amazing. So what we really want to do is something that I'm going to be committed to doing on that Healthy You, Healthy Foods is Monday. I'm going to be doing like a Monday motivation. So it'll be a short clip of a video that I'm going to do. I'll record it. It will also have closed captioning on it. Something that I do notice with my posts whenever I do a video is you want to make sure that your closed captioning is on so that somebody can read it while they're at work. they might miss your whole video and not go back to it, but maybe they would have listened or read it. So always, anytime, that's a fun tip. Anytime you do a video, put closed captioning on it, okay? Because they will read it and they might not have to go back to it. So Monday, I'll be doing Monday motivation. And I'm going to record it so that it's 2 minutes or less, because people just do not tune in. They're out in 2 minutes, like they're scrolling, you've lost them. Okay, so it has to be 2 minutes or less. Keep that in your mind too. Wednesday will be a Wellness Wednesday. So for all of your people that are just going to stay on the drops and they didn't want to do the Fab 5 or the Fab 6 or the Slim 6, then we will I will be dripping on them with products. Okay, like it will be 2 minutes or less. I will tell them about the product, what the benefits are, why they could incorporate this. That will be every Wednesday. So don't worry if a person doesn't want to do the Fab 5 or the Slim 6. No worries, you can still be a part of this. It's fine, but I'm going to drip on them every Friday or every Wednesday. Then Friday, it'll be a fitness tip, Fitness Friday. All right. So be looking for those things. Something that I know to be true about these challenges is engagement. Okay. We have to be engaged. It could be something that you could set your alarm to. Like, I will make a commitment to have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will post that video at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Go on there and watch it. Comment on it so that it keeps it fresh, that we're all in this together. If you don't want to do that, no worries. Like, if you don't have time for that, no, like don't do it. But we need engagement, because obviously that algorithm is working for this group too, and it will create it'll create things even on the other people that are in there that they might want to join it too, right? So 8:30 a.m. I will make sure that I will schedule those out so you can be looking Monday, Wednesday, Friday, motivation, wellness with the product, and Friday like a fit tip. Okay, that's my commitment there with that. And then here's something that I really want you to want to encourage, and put this as a part of your verbiage. It's always fun to do something with a friend. Their friend could be their significant other. Their friend could be their walking partner. Their friend could be someone at a field hockey event. It's always fun to do it with a friend. So, hey, Susan, do you have anybody that you want to do this with? Like, and she could easily say yes. Or are you thinking of anybody that might need to lose weight, that's not feeling healthy, as you're on the phone with them, right? Oh my God, girlfriend, you're already doing this business. Have you ever thought about earning additional income? Like, it's an easy segue to get them with somebody doing it. Another thing I want to encourage you guys is, are you prepared wherever you go? Like, I'm literally in a field hockey thing and I have my drops all ready to go. I have 2 of them. I'm not coming home with them. All right. I'm not coming home with them. I also have the Max 2.0. Okay. I just brought that with me too. It is ready. I have my pin on. I'm all good. So something about that. Now, I know someone asked about the uh, Fab 5. So the Fab 5 would be the box of drops, Advantage, Collagen, Max 2.0, Renew. All right. And you can, when you're on the phone with them, ask them what their goals are. This is where you're going to figure it out. Maybe they don't want all those products, and maybe they just want the Advantage and the box of drops. That's your digging in to figure out where and what they need. This is the part of the relationship building that we're going to be doing, right? As we're building these people. And FYI, when people are doing this challenge with you, there is absolutely no reason why they wouldn't want to be doing this business. Absolutely no reason, because they're going to be seeing results. People are going to be asking them. So be planting the seed constantly throughout this. Average person might need to hear it a couple times before they jump in with you. The Slim 6 is just adding the sugar stop. That could be a simple question to them. Hey, do you have any like sugar cravings that, are you feeling imbalanced in that way? Because this is a really good one. I am a huge person for this one, because prior to getting my hormones balanced, I would attack sugar. I had to have it after every meal. But now I think twice about it. Okay. It's just like what Susan was saying. If we're accountable, we might not do something, right? So I grab water, I put it in water and I suck it back. And I honestly, I stop The sugar craving stops. So if you are not on that sugar stop, you need to get that ASAP, because it is really a game changer. It's huge for me. And here's something that I also want to say too. Encourage your people, like if they're driving home, I can't remember who said this, but they're driving home and they want that ice cream. And let's say you're following up with them and they feel like they fell off, because that's something that has happened in the past with me. And they just stop. Okay. Because they're all gung ho to start it. And then, but that's the part of checking in with them. And I would be like, hey, Susan, how you doing? And I'm like, how we doing? Share some wins with me. Right. And she might be like, I'm like, be honest. Like, is there anything that you're struggling with? Okay. And then they're going to tell me, you know what? I fell off the wagon. Well, get back on, babe. Get back on. What happened? Like, talk to me. What's going on? And I would encourage them and say to them, it's all about balance. We can't be perfect. The only one I know perfect is Jesus. Okay. So I would just encourage them, get back on it, because that's a lot of the reason why people stop something, is because they think they failed. But we know that not to be true. That's a story that we're telling ourselves. So don't be telling yourself that story, or let them tell themselves that story. So I really think that was pretty much all I had with that. Did I miss anything, Susan, that we talked about?
Amazing. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So that's a great framework. And then we have people like Dr. Laura here. Look, I'm going to try to loop in everybody I can. If Dr. Laura wanted to come on and do just like a 10-minute talk on something for us, if you have a gifting, like Jen F., who did our session this morning, like if you have a gifting that will help people balance their body more, just speak up. Like we want everybody to participate. And there's people like Jen Carl or Marilyn who you've already met your goal weight. Share. There's a reason you met your goal weight. Your whole community wants to know, how did you meet your goal weight? What are the things that you do to really dial it in? Like, you people have more credibility than I do. Like, I still want to lose a few pounds. So you're being able to be consistent. So get on there and share that with us, you guys. So don't feel like, oh, I've already, like Cheryl Calhoun, I've already met my goal weight. There's nowhere for me to participate. Totally false. You're needed in this group even more than the rest of us. So Dr. Laura saying, yes, real people testimonies would be amazing as a share. So what we would love to do is, if you have a testimony, pretty much everybody on here has a testimony, one day of the month, go in and do your testimony. Give us a little video, put your before and after, say what made it helpful. If you have a great recipe that you have, or if you want to spotlight a product, if we're talking about Restorix and you have, a great testimony, go in there and give that. I think the more that we can have that, the more people will get excited. What are y'all's thoughts?
And
Susan,
everybody on this training needs to reach out to their team, and y'all jump on that Healthy You Healthy Food and share your testimony now. Like, throw your before and after. I have somebody that sold 30 boxes off. I've lost 2 pounds. Nothing ever works for me. So don't think you need like this huge story. Go in there and share. And as you link your customers and your brand partners in there, they'll say, oh my goodness, they're doing it. Like, I got to do this. And it's going to help build the community and help you everybody win. And that's what we want. We want your health better and your life the best.
Hey,
Susan,
do we
how
have
do we-
the ability to calendar out those testimonies? Let's just get everyone on a calendar and put their name down for each day.
Yeah, who's the organization person? Because it's not me. Who's got that
Is
skill?
Andrea on here? Is Drew on this call?
She is. Can we assign her a job? Look,
Drew.
we'll assign a person a job in a minute, won't we? Jen's laughing. She's like, dang, girl, I just met you. Next thing I know, I'm running a whole
Drew.
group.
I'm here.
Okay, we
Good,
need you to
Drew.
make
Can
a
you help
calendar.
us?
Drew is going to calendar us up each person who is available for a testimony. Please put your name in the chat right now. She's going to get a hold of you and put you on calendar. Drew, are you cool with that?
I'm cool.
Thanks, babe.
Susan, we need a way to
We
not
could
have
probably
an
put it in
incessant
Team
scroll.
Unstoppable, couldn't
Oh
we?
my
Could we
God,
put
I
it in
have
Team
all this.
Unstoppable?
Tiffany.
Here we go.
because it looks like pretty much everybody here is willing to do it. So is that easier for us to do? So Drew don't have to individually reach out to these people. We could just put it in Team Unstoppable Amber and everybody, she do a post and then everybody say, hey, I'll do it. I'll do it. And she just assign a day for each person to do it. Does
I'm
that make,
okay with reaching
whatever
out to
you think is
everybody.
good. I yeah, don't think,
Andrea, you tell us, Drew. We're
I'm
not
okay
the
with reaching out to
organization.
everybody. I just need a good list, a hard list of everybody. Because
okay.
as I'm seeing these comments right now, I'm trying to write everybody's name down.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't mind reaching out. So,
No, not at all.
and then that way she can put
Okay,
them in the
perfect.
slot immediately. She wants to slot them, girl.
Hey,
I
Susan.
can already hear her brain thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, Susan.
Uh-huh.
So just one reminder and one question. Everybody needs to make sure that your brand partners are part of the Healthy You group, because sometimes we skip somebody, right? And then second of all this information, marketing materials, kind of some of the verbiage of us reaching out to people, will that all be in that Facebook group, or where would my brand partners find all that information?
So, good question. The Healthy You Healthy Food and the Team Unstoppable Facebook group, that goes back to new rep training. Folder 4 on the left, click
Folder
on
4.
that, and I think it's step 4. So, that's how everybody needs to get plugged in. And what I'm thinking is what I can do is that's a good point. That's a good point, Shannon. What I could do is take a text message, like a post, and update it. And where should we put it, you guys? Where Susan Frank's good at organization and keeping it simple with where we put something. We should do like a little challenge folder that has the Canva template that says, hey, we're doing a soft launch October 1st, full launch, like, is October 8th through November 5th. Here's the Canva template, and here is the verbiage that you use to send text messages or put on Facebook or whatever. We could do that. That wouldn't be hard at all.
Hey, Susan, our Facebook chat threads are going away in about 8 days. If you look at the Healthy You, Healthy Food, we do already have a system on there, whether to place items under events, media, or files. We really need to get better with that, because then it wouldn't be this rolling scroll,
Oh,
raises your
filing.
cortisol,
We could,
and
okay,
nothing's
so
effective.
We could add them on files. That's true. On files in
Yeah.
Healthy You, Healthy Food, where we could
Yeah.
do that. That would make sense. Okay, files is perfect to me to say.
And
What did you just
one
say
more.
about that?
Media too.
What did you just say about the text threads?
Well, it's going away. All this craziness is Facebook's pulling it, I think, on October 5th, the side chats.
Nobody can have messenger
Community
chat.
chats are going away on October 5th, is what the warning flashes up every time you open a new page. So we need to operate within the landing page of what we already have for this.
Okay, so let's share screen right now and look. Let's everybody go. Let me share.
So is there anybody that's real versed in Facebook group that can put this in files?
Yeah, let's look at Healthy You,
Put your
Healthy Food.
info in
So we
chat.
would go right here to files and we would go to add a file.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so it looks like it's bringing them like from my drive or something. Can I browse it a different way? I see what you're saying, Susan. You see how it's bringing it from like a
Yeah.
back end
Yeah, it
place?
has to be in your phone or in your computer in files for you to be able to pull it. Like that's how we have all the files on there already right now.
Okay. Should we remove these oatmeal things or no?
Yeah, we probably could.
Okay, so we'll go and clean
The,
this up,
the
you
thing
guys.
is, some of that stuff is like maintenance. So once people get to their goal, it lets them have a maintenance. So maybe we could do a maintenance
Like a
folder or something.
maintenance. Yeah. So who else? Who's good at work? Drew, can we put you over that or do we need to assign somebody else? Look, I'm like, do we need to give somebody else a job?
I can help you with that.
Okay, perfect.
So one
Drew,
more
thank you.
thing.
And I know Rachel told me this week that she is really Canva's really easy for her.
Oh,
So I know she's
perfect.
not on here, but Rachel did volunteer this week if we needed anything in Canva. I don't know if she wants to sign up for all of it, but is anybody else really great at Canva?
Well, and Canva would be great, you guys, as we're spotlighting products, and you just say, okay, here's the 2 or 3 benefit from the product, right? This is what you're going to get, and do that on a Canva as we're promoing that product for the week. If somebody's got shareable things, which I know we can use what's in the back office too, but that might be a good Canva thing to share.
And if we share, we need to make sure we screenshot it and like it comes out as a picture, not a link that doesn't show the picture. Because I found with Canva, if people don't have Canva, they have to download it to see it. So there's kind of a little bit of a block there that I found of people that don't have it.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. And I want to congratulate Dr. Laura for moving to CEO. She hasn't been with this company any time at all. So congratulations to you, girl. We're so proud of you for doing that while she's doing 72-hour shifts at the hospital.
Yeah, she's took away all excuses, that's for sure. Congratulations, that's incredible.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
There
you
was a
guys.
there was a question about the pricing that Jen was talking about on the Fab Five and the Slim Six. We'll put that out there, correct, for people?
And you guys just go and add it to your cart and you'll be able to see it. It was $423. Go do the other thing. And then as you see that, share it with the group. Hey guys, be resourceful. Be resourceful. We got to be resourceful. Okay, like if we sit back waiting for the information, we all have a back office, go in there. But it's 423, and I guess if you add sugar stop, what's 423 plus 42? Who's a math person? That would be 465. 465, is that right? That would be your price for the Fab Six. So there we go. We got the answer.
Well, again, the caveat is, you guys, if you have your drops, sell your drops and make the profit on that, and then create the smart links for the other products if you don't have them stocked. Otherwise, whatever you've got, you can get the 30% on top of that. So Susan's right. It's individual. Do the math. All the math's out there. It's really kind of easy.
Yeah.
Dr.
Okay, awesome.
Laura, like, I don't want to minimize your accomplishment. Like, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, say
Or
something, girl. Say
want,
something, girl.
if you can, I don't know if you're working, but we're just so proud of you. You're incredible. And she's a OBGYN working and still doing this business. And we're blessed to have you as a part of Team Unstoppable.
Hey, thank you so much. No, there's no excuse. That's all I gotta say. Um, you can really do it on any time commitment. Honestly, it's just about having intention and belief. You guys, I don't know about you, but if you've lost your belief, maybe you've been in the business a little bit. And sometimes, things can wax and
Well, I
wane with
don't
this type of
text
business.
fast in the chats because oh, sorry.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. Um, no, I'm just saying if you've lost your belief a little bit, I mean, because of the ups and downs of this business, can get, honestly, all it is just really think about how many lives we're improving. Like, it's just incredible, not just with the health aspect, right? Inside and out for people. And really, if you know what I know biologically, what these ingredients are doing in the body, you would have 100% clarity and full force ahead of how incredible this is for people and a gift for their health. And then the whole other side of helping people win at the business and being able to make income for their families, especially now. People are struggling. Things are so much more expensive. It's endless. There's so many people that we can impact. So if you've ever had any doubt, you need to knock it to the curb, because there's no doubt in my mind where the company's going, what we're doing here, and how many lives we're impacting. And I'm truly blessed. I'm so grateful that God slammed the door on me to step into this. And yeah, I couldn't be more thankful enough. So, and I just can't say enough about the support of all of you, every single one of you. I've probably watched in the background your story, know your testimony. I secretly, I texted Susan Frank one time and said to her, I'm the person that has listened to every single YouTube video training out there and know all the things. So
Well, Dr. Laura, I'm so proud of the leader that you are here. We're blessed to have you, and know that each and every person on this call, like, you're important. You can do it. If you've got off track with your health, like, just jump back on. We appreciate Jen jumping in. We appreciate Dr. Laura contributing to Healthy You, Healthy Food. We're on a journey to help people, and we don't always get it right, but we're always striving just to make life the best we can. Is there somebody that wants to end us in prayer? And if you have been promoted this since our last call, or you haven't been recognized, like, put your promotion in the chat. We want to recognize you. And who wants to close us in prayer? Anybody?
I'll close in prayer. My internet is not stable, but I'll
Yeah, we
close in
can't
prayer.
hear you,
Dear
Barb.
Heavenly Father, see.
Maybe turn your camera off. Will that help?
Hello? Testing
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
that
Perfect.
might be
We
better.
can hear you.
All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this amazing Team Unstoppable and for the movement that we are creating in wellness globally. Thank you so much for the leaders that have arrived. Thank you so much for the leaders that you've called to be here today to speak life into us, all of us, no matter if we started a year and a half ago or just started yesterday. Thank you. We're so grateful that you have chosen us, so grateful that you have called us. Please allow us to just get out of our own way and just really spread healing and wellness. We can't make medical claims, but you can. And we are just the hands and feet for you. We're the voices of you. And we touch lives that you want to touch everywhere we go, because you've given us life. You've given us a purpose. And God is on the move. Let everyone prosper in the next few weeks to the next few years to expand God's territory through our voices. In Jesus' name, amen.
I love it. I love it. And if any of you guys want to stay on for a few more minutes, Jen had some great responses yesterday hanging out at a coffee shop, a cool IPA. If you want to jump off, we want to honor your time. Go ahead. And if not, Jen, you want to share kind of what you girls did yesterday? It was really amazing. So super proud of y'all. And this is something we can all do.
And a shout out to Skip Williams and Kathy Edwards, who both promoted to senior manager. So
Go, guys.
congratulations
That's
to them.
amazing. Congratulations to you.
So guys, I just wanted to I wanted to share this because it was like a huge day for a couple girls on my team. So we made a coffee date. So the thing that sometimes I know that we just came off of PXP, and you're like, Susan and I were just talking about this morning, like, you can feel such a high, but then sometimes you feel like paralyzed because you just don't know which way to go, right? But we know that the system of growth works, so we keep doing that. We keep doing the daily activity, the 9 and the 3. This is just in addition to, right? So everything is a suggestion. But here's something that I want to encourage you to do. Get uncomfortable daily. That's one of my goals. And so one of them, I love meeting people, right? Maybe you don't, okay? But what if you would think about and switch it, like, I could be helping somebody? So one of the ways to do that, friends, is getting out of your house. Just get out of your house. So I met up with two of my incredible leaders, Elisa Sweeney and Stephanie Hazelton, and we met at an adorable coffee shop. And what I was teaching them to do, or what we were kind of talking about doing, is listening to people. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I took this page out of Susan Frank's book about going to the longest line in the grocery store and just talking to people. They will tell you why they need these drops or why they need this business. So just an example, a girl had commented on my arms when we were in line, and I was like, oh my gosh, where do you work out too? And she was like, yeah, I work out at Orange Theory. And I was like, oh, that's a great place. I'm like, that's quite a bit of a drive. Do you live around here? And she was like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, well, there's a great gym. And I suggested yeah, I love that, Christina, ear hustling. I'm going to use that for now on. I love that. So it is ear hustling. Like you just need to keep in tuned, because you could think to yourself, I didn't, nothing happened today. I'm at the field hockey. But if you listen, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. If we listen, we will find a way. It will organically happen where it wasn't really organic. We were listening for it to happen, right? So I want you to be intentional about listening to people, because they will tell you. So that example, I literally referred her to the gym that I go to. It's actually closer. And then she was talking with her friend about losing that additional 10 pounds of weight. And I said, listen, I don't mean to eavesdrop. I'm like, but I would love to talk to you. I have a way. We have these hormone balancing drops, and I can share them with you. I know that you're running out, because she had made mention that she had to get to work. I'm like, I would love to get your contact information, or we can become Facebook friends. If someone doesn't want to give you their contact information, just become Facebook friends. And then, we do the whole script, like the text scripts. It could be very, very easy. Friend request them, and that. The one key takeaway that I want you to take away from this is that getting their contact information is huge. They may not reach out to you, but we know that if we get theirs, the ball's in our court now. So then when I was sharing this with Elisa and Stephanie, and we were like sitting at the table watching the IPA, and Elisa immediately heard this mother and daughter talking about what she was going to do with the rest of her life. She was going to church. I mean, she was going to school, and she's a marketing major. She's 22 years old. The mother is a dental hygienist. Her husband is a dentist. So she was intentionally listening to this conversation. When they came back over to like put their coffee and stuff in the garbage, she started talking to them. She's like, I noticed that you were talking about that you were in marketing and things like that. You were thinking about going into teaching, and we just made it like she made it so conversational, and I loved it. And then by the end of the conversation, the girl was begging her for her information. And then she sold 2 boxes of drops at the coffee shop. And then another girl was in the room, was on her way praying. She literally told us this. She's a speech pathologist, and she was on her way praying, like, Lord, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And she was listening to our conversation. Steph started talking to her. She bought a box from Steph. Okay. And I'm literally looking around, and I'm like, wow, we're doing a drop talk without even realizing it. And these girls are all excited about it, all want to know. We're doing you could get in where you fit in. I love Anne's verbiage on that, 4, 10, and 30. And I'm showing her. And Stephanie had also had a 3-way call right after that. So it was huge. Okay. So guys, go find a fun little coffee shop. If you have any people that are in your organization, there is power in numbers. Where there are two, he is. We know that to be true. We have courage. We have strength with each other. That's what this group is about, right? It's about community. It's about meeting for coffee. These girls sold 3 boxes at the coffee shop, okay, and had 3 people interested in the business, which they have follow-ups for today. So it's insane what you can create. And we laughed about it. We were having so much fun. And then we went to the game afterwards for a youth night. Your mouth is when if your mouth is open, you are open for business. Okay. So just something, wanted to share that, because you can either let like a few months of just not doing something, you can control that. You can get out of your house, you can get uncomfortable. And all I think and pray about is someone is resting their head tonight, and they're praying for me to have the courage to ask them or to share. Okay, so we just have to share, and the drops and the products and the community will do the rest. But get out of your house, get uncomfortable, ask a friend to meet you for coffee. It could be as simple as that, guys. I literally, this is another thing I did. I'll give you a tidbit. I was like, girls, I feel like this is going to be a moment where we could be up on stage one day and we need to take a picture. I gave him a vision right then. And I literally had somebody pick up, I reached out to a girl that was standing in line for coffee. I said, hey, could you take a picture of us? And then what I did was, I need all your phone numbers so I can send you a picture of this, because we are going to create something huge together. All right. So guys, I hope this helped. If it helped one person, go grab coffee today, bring your drops and open your mouth and listen, ear hustling. So I love that. I'm stealing that, Christina. I freaking love it. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Seek first the kingdom, build his kingdom. I think Stephanie said this, that she's a legacy builder and a kingdom builder. You said that on the other thing the other night. So guys, it is yours to have. Every single person in here can have whatever they want if you want to go for it and get uncomfortable every day. So I love you guys. God bless. And thanks for staying on past it.
Wonderful. Alyssa, did you have something real quick, sweetie? Hi, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
That was amazing, Jen.
I so I'm Elisa Sweeney, and I'm so blessed to work with Jen and Laura and Stephanie and everybody. I just wanted to share that us living close to each other is huge. And we have a territory in New Jersey that is totally untapped. We have hardly any brand partners in this area, and we live within 5 minutes of each other. And our ability to meet together, and we said after we were on fire yesterday at that coffee shop, and we just felt like if we could do this every week and we could just meet up every Friday, imagine the momentum we would have, because you have that when you're at PXP and these events, but then you go your separate way and you're in your own bubble and you're kind of all in your own. But if you're able to come together, even if it's in a smaller group on Zoom once a week with people that you often connect with and that you know complement each other with different qualities, it's incredible. Like I felt so much more empowered being able to do that. And then Jen and I moving into the football game, the high school football game at night, and I had droppers. Like my customers were walking in front of me left and right, and then they were meeting Jen, and then I was meeting hers, and we were all coming together, and the power of that was just really, really awesome. And it made it more intentional for us and just gave us that momentum to keep going. So thank you for that. It was awesome.
And Jen was so smart. Jen doesn't give people a business card. She gets their information and she sends them a text script immediately. What are the drops? It's that simple, you guys. Don't make it hard. Don't expect them to call you. And I love that because the great thing is we can build this business on Zoom or on a phone, but right, personal connection and community is everything that we're all looking for. So I love that you guys are getting out of your comfort zone and just kind of going for it. I messaged Jill, who's always great with Canva, and said, hey, can you do the Canva and do October 1st soft launch and then October 8th? She said, that is going to confuse people. You guys should just move it to October 8th is the start date. So everybody promo it like crazy this week. I'll have an updated Canva. I'll put it in Team Unstoppable. I'll put it in some of the chat threads, and you look for at my page to grab it, and then we'll just roll with that. Does that sound great?
How
Yes,
about
and
we, oh, I'm sorry, Susan.
Dana Kinder hit senior manager, so congratulations, Dana.
Way to go, Dana. All right, what were you going to say, Shannon? Then we'll wrap it up.
Okay, yeah. As far as, I mean, we could just do start and everybody can start enrolling the 1st, and the close date is the 8th. That way, right, people know that they have like a week to start really getting people in.
Whatever makes sense. I confuse people by
Okay.
nature. So somebody that doesn't confuse people, tell us what we should do.
Yes.
Like whoever you are that doesn't confuse people, what should we do? Like I confuse everybody. But then everybody looks to me for the decision. So what's it going to be, guys?
I think you had a great idea to start just rolling out, Susan. Hit it hard over maybe the next 5 days.
That's what
Maybe
I'm
spaced
thinking.
out
We just
every other
have
day.
October 8th. Just have
Yeah.
your products by have your drops.
Yes, that's what I think. Just grab your product, have it in hand. October 8th, we're starting.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll update the canvas. I'm going to do a Canva announcement that has some men on it. I'm going to do one that has an older lady, and I'll do one that has Mary on it. So we can have a couple different ages and demographics and
And I
stuff.
have Todd rolling for Wednesday night. So watch the meeting, Team Unstoppable meeting information for the details. And he's going to do some training. So we could even do a shout out on Wednesday and get people plugged into him. We could have him
Perfect.
talk about products and stuff. So we have that on Wednesday. I'll get the exact time from him, but just keep that a mental note.
Phil says we need men.
Phil, we are looking at you, buddy. You're going to bring them in, you and Matt, and we had a couple of other guys join this week. And I feel like some husbands are getting plugged in right now. So definitely.
And also, if you don't have Canva, you're going to a one-arm knife fight. Get free Canva. So at a minimum,